Hello, Cancer. I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and this is your energy update for the week of the 10th of May 2021. I hope you're doing well. I've got a live show here on YouTube, Cancer, pretty much every day apart from Sundays. It's called Psychic Cafe. Now, if you've got a burning question for your higher self, or you want some guidance about something that's going on in your life, you can come along in there, and I do those mini reads for donations. You can also get a private read from me from my website, BeHealing.com. I get them out within 24 hours if you're ordering them. So my availability on the website is just for the next 24 hours there. If it's all sold out, please check back the next day or later in the day or in a few days' time. Let's find out what's going on for you, Cancer, this week. I'm doing them in this new format now because the May reads were very popular. So do it like this instead of doing them all lumped together and then doing the clarifying it for each star sign. Cancer, what's going on for Cancer? Can we have some cards for Cancer? There we go. 2. Be sure to check out your Sun, your Moon, your Rising, and your Venus sign as well, just to get a full picture of what's going on this week for you. Find a place to withdraw to. Uh-oh, you need to hide. Or look after yourself. It could be like health concerns kind of thing. Rituals and offerings. It's very much retreat energy, right? A retreat, like a spiritual retreat, maybe just by yourself rather than going to a yoga retreat or something. Yeah. You might want to retreat at home, pull your energy back, really take care of yourself, do sheet masks and take bubble baths with candlelit bubble baths and do lots of guided meditations, reading books, spiritual stuff, that's going to help you. You might want to set your intentions, that kind of thing. You might want to make it a very ritualistic kind of a week, especially if you're not feeling well. I don't know, I'm just feeling like you might need to do a lot of nurturing self-care this week, but be sure to have that spiritual aspect in there. If you're not feeling well and you need to retreat, it might be that you can make even more of that time, not just resting for your body, but also giving yourself that spiritual reset. Interesting. Tell us more for Cancer. Your cards are very reluctant to come out. Why is this? Cards usually come out real fast, but there's always a reason. When it's quiet like this, those came out really slowly as well. There we go. Got 2. Vision and paradox. Oh, okay. You're expecting something to happen this week, and then you get sick, and it's like a sabotage thing. It's like, why now? Why is this happening now? It's the paradox. The opposite happens that you wanted to happen, and you're like, why? Why me? Why now? What's going on? But there's a spiritual reset, so maybe there's better on its way, but you need to get back to yourself first. It could be that you've been taking action towards something, Cancer, and kind of got caught up in that loop, and then something stops you, or you just decide to retreat, or an illness gets you to retreat, and you have this spiritual reset to get really clear, and you've got something ahead of you that's even better for you. Or there could be, like slight changes that you'll make to the way that you're proceeding forward when you've got this clarity. Now, it might not be all week that you need to retreat. You might just need to take a couple of days or something like that. You'll know how it applies to yourself. Okay, there's your cards. Got the King of Swords, which is all about clarity. Getting clarity. That's what this week is about. It's getting clarity. What are you getting clarity on? The Ace of Pentacles. An offer. Whether you say yes to an offer or not, right? So that's what I'm getting from this. You thought that something was going to happen this week, and then something stands in your way, and you're like, oh no, something's gone wrong. Why is it gone wrong? Why am I sabotaging this, or why am I being blocked from this? Because it feels so right for me. Why are you stopped in your tracks and having to think about this offer that's come in, whether you really want it or whether there needs to be a tweak in it? Because judgment, because it's an awakening. There's something you're not seeing about it, or you need to take it to the next level. Maybe it's not quite big enough for you. Maybe it's not quite right for you. You could be leaping. At first impulse, you might want to leap into something that isn't quite right for you. And if you just take some time out for yourself, you'll gain that clarity to see what you'd want to change about it. So if you've got an illness or something stopping you, you're going to get benefit in your clarity of what you thought was going to happen this week. Yeah, so it just seems like a slight delay, but it's going to really benefit you. King of Swords. Tell us about this King of Swords. Why is the King of Swords out here? Why the King of Swords? Why the King of Swords for Cancer? It's the Seven of Materials, which is the Patience card. It's slowly moving towards something. You planted those seeds and you're slowly moving toward it. Don't rush ahead to the Nine of Materials. It's coming about kind of thing. You need to think about it first. You need to get clarity on it first. So why do we ever want to rush something? It's because we don't trust it, right? So it's okay. You can slow down. You can take it slowly. If something is meant for you, it will wait for you. What's behind this? Unlimited possibilities. You see, it can be bigger, it can be better, it can be more for you. It can be more aligned with you. There is a tweak to be made this week. You get that clarity for that tweak to be made. So have patience with it. It's just part of the process. So it was more your expectations that it would happen this week. That it's not a problem, but slightly misaligned. There's something else to learn along the way. Ace of Pentacles and the Three of Emotions. Wow. Okay, well that changes things. Because that is the offer, a significant offer, the golden opportunity kind of thing. Three of Emotions. It can be a party, but it's more likely to be a reconciliation. So this could be about a relationship coming back to you. And it seems to me like you really need to take your time. You need to take some time out and clearly think about this. You and Gemini too. If you've got any Gemini in your chart, definitely check out what's going on for them this week. Let's get some clarity on this. So what's behind this? This love offer that comes in, a reconciliation offer. Psychic development, so similar to Gemini's reading. And anger. Someone that made you angry in the past. You've got that to deal with. Right, so whew, that's a lot to contend with. Okay, so someone gives you an offer, but it kind of irritates you. An offer of reconciliation, you could be like, you're coming back now, you expect me to be open and ready for you now after all that time? What have you been doing? Like, why didn't you talk to me for that? It's that kind of thing. You've got a reaction to this person. But the psychic development, it's like you're expecting it. Maybe you're expecting them to come back so that you can be right with them. Do you know what I mean? So that you can like win. So that you can be right. You want them to come back so you can say, get out of my life. It could be that. But anyway, judgment we've got here. Let's find out what the judgment is. So you've got a decision in the balance here. The judgment to be made. Discernment. You need to choose. And you need to have clarity before you make that choice. I wouldn't suggest talking to other people about this. When we talk to other people for advice about it, they tend to share their fears with us. Seven of Voices. The universe is going to help you instead. So instead, retreat. Do all of that self-care stuff that I was saying. Find your own truth within you. You don't want to resent anyone else in this situation too. So don't take on other people's advice about this. Make a clear decision for yourself, by yourself. Connecting with your spirit. That's why you've got to do these rituals and offerings this week, to connect in with your spirit, to get that clarity, your clarity. You want to make a clear decision by yourself so that you own that decision, rather than being in reaction to other people's fears. The last thing we want to do is pick up other people's fears. We've got enough of our own. Judgment and the Seven of Voices, about duality. Decision to be made. Is it a yes or is it a no? It's a weighted decision. Unlimited possibilities. So you could see, if we're talking about a reunion here, you could have a lot of possibilities. I mean, there could be other people interested in you. You could be thinking like, well, maybe a different kind of a person would be right for me. There's a lot to think about this week. What's going on in your love life? Is this about your love life? Very well could be for some of you. It could be about your work for some. You've got finances and career, so it could be about your work for some. And you've got wedding here, so this could be someone that you're married to. Oh, this could be an ex-husband, ex-wife coming back. Or someone that you imagined yourself being with, getting married to, coming back. You're kind of angry with them. You might be angry with them because they didn't realize that you were the one. You've got a big decision to make. Try not to make it from your ego. Like, I do get this strong. I'm not saying that this is your personality type, or you come from ego and all of that. But we're all human beings. We all have that in us. But there could be a part of you. Just be careful of this. There could be a part of you that just wants to be right, wants someone to come back so you can say no to them, that kind of thing. I think there's a little bit of that in all of us. You know what I mean? We want to be the one that breaks up with someone. We want them to come back so we can say, no, I'm choosing to break up with you. Just be careful about that. You've got a time to give rather than take. I'm hearing that it's a time to listen. You need to listen very carefully to this person that's giving you this offer. Whatever kind of an offer it is that's coming back to you, listen very carefully to what that offer is. Because I think your mind might be telling yourself a story about it. Like I said, your ego could get involved. You might want to be victorious in this thing just because you weren't before. You might want to win. Yeah, be very careful of that, because that's just going to lead to karma for you if you do that. But definitely listen. Priorities. What are your priorities? Now, you might have changed your priorities since this offer was last on the table, because this is a reunion offer, but it doesn't necessarily mean a romantic relationship. This could be like a business proposal. You could have applied for a job and then they get in touch with you saying, do you still want this job? Because the person we hired left after a month. Listen very carefully. Pay attention to the offer that's being offered. If it's in your love life, yeah, same. Pay close attention. And what are your priorities now? Your priorities might have changed, and I do feel like they have. You understand the paramount importance of manifesting love in all situations. So make sure it's a win-win situation. Make sure it's a win for you. Pay close attention to that small print, or to what someone's saying, what they're actually offering, and ask them what they're offering as well. If you've got this paradox energy, it's a bit of a worry. There could be things about this offer that are in line with your vision, and things that are just the total opposite. It's duality. Take your time with this decision. You got talking, so a conversation to be had in your love life, and lightning, sudden. So they suddenly get in touch. Someone you've probably given up on, they suddenly get in touch, and then you're talking again. Listen to what they have to say. Or keep your head switched on. What else is going on for Cancer this week? Tell us more. What else is going on for Cancer this week? What else for Cancer this week? It's a lot of cards, but we'll take them all and see what this story tells us. You've got a vase, a secret admirer. They've been watching you for a while, this person. That's giving you this offer. Previous lover, previous employer, previous person you applied to a job with, previous customer, potential customer. They've been watching you. They've been noticing you. Maybe things weren't working out with who they decided to go with over you. Meanwhile, you were in their attention. Parrot, someone will gossip about all your secrets. You might want to keep this to yourself. Like I said, it seems like you need to make this decision yourself. You need to get the clarity yourself. I wouldn't go talking to other people about this. You've got Vine. Seek out information that will help you. So get more information about it. As I said, but definitely read that fine print and listen to what they're saying. Don't make it mean something else. Don't be in wishful fantasy land, Disneyland in your head, going, listening to what they say and think that it means something else. You know, sometimes we do that. Someone says, would you like to go out to dinner with me? And you're like, they want me back. We're getting back together. No, they want to have dinner with you. Don't make it mean something that it's not. You got dog close up, pleasure with a close friend. So you could be getting together with a friend. So this suggests to me there might be just one friend that you want to talk to about this that you can trust, that will give you clear, that knows you really well, that will give you clear, unbiased advice that's not going to bring their fears into it. Every human being is going to bring their fears into it, but maybe someone that's kind of balanced and self-aware, so they'll be aware of their fears. Even if they voice them, they'll say, yeah, but that could be my fears. You know, someone balanced that's got a good head on the shoulders there. Candle, you will be shown the way. Take time with this decision. You will be shown the way. Your higher self is going to help you in this. You've got romance celebration party. Could be about a romance. It could be about a reconciliation involving marriage here. Wow. And finger, warning you of a problem either now or in the future. Don't ignore those problems. Sort them out now. Don't ignore these problems. I feel like it's problems that came up before, previously, with this job or with this. If it's someone that's previously turned you down, watch out. They might do the same thing again, you know. They could be easily distracted, looking for the, grass is greener on the other side, whether it's an employer or whoever it is. What else for Cancer? The comic. Definitely listen to your emotions, because to me this card is about us putting a smile on our face when we're not feeling that at all. Just look at the picture on this card. It's wearing this mask. It's the one that says they're fine when they're not. It's the one that pretends they're happy with an offer when they're not really happy. Really listen to your emotions and your emotional guidance system, and don't override those emotions. Listen to them. I was getting listening from that. A time to give rather than take. I mean, that's not a listening card, but I'm hearing is about listening. Pay close attention to what's going on, what's being said by others, but what's going on inside of yourself as a result. Psychic development, remember? This is about psychic development. It's about trusting your emotions, listening to them, paying attention to how someone makes you feel. Agape is about unconditional love. Unconditional love for yourself, Cancer. 50% of your love should be towards yourself, 50% everyone else. Share that 50% amongst everyone else. Keep the 50% for yourself. If you're not loving yourself with that unconditional love, then you're not doing it right. Then the unconditional love that you think you're giving out to everyone else isn't unconditional love. It's conditional, because you'll need to be filled up by someone else if you're not filling yourself up 50% for yourself. The Animal. Keep your eye on the prize. Keep your eye on the target. Think through these things. Get clarity this week. Have time for yourself. Connect in spiritually, because paradox here, it's going to seem like it's black and white, but it's not. It's very nuanced what's going on here. It's a bit of a mismatch. Luckily I don't have any Cancer in my chart, because I don't envy you this energy at all this week. But take it slowly. You don't need to make a decision about this week, but you can gain a lot of clarity on it this week. Whatever's going on in your life, let me know in the comments. So if you like this reading, please click like and subscribe to my channel. Click that notification bell. I do 2 pick a card reads a week. I do these energy updates for the week for each star sign. I do a daily energy update for the collective, and I also do that live show Psychic Cafe. So I'd love to have you on board with this community. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your support of my channel. Have an amazing week. Good luck with this decision, and I'll see you next time. Bye.